He conquered the known world by 32 and died without a clear heir. Alexander the Great's death in 323 BCE didn't just end a life, it shattered an empire. He had ruled from Greece to India, commanding loyalty with charisma and conquest. But when he died suddenly in Babylon, no one knew who should lead next. There was no succession plan, no designated ruler, just a vast kingdom held together by force and fear. Alexander fell ill in June 323 BCE after a banquet in Babylon. Within days, he was gone. Some blamed fever, others whispered poison. As he lay dying, his commanders asked who would inherit his empire. His answer? To the strongest. With no clear successor, only his half-brother Philip III, who was mentally unfit, and an unborn son, Alexander the Forker, chaos erupted. The empire was leaderless, vast, and filled with ambition. Alexander's top generals, known as the Diadochi, Greek for successors, began jockeying for control. Men like Ptolemy, Seleucus, Antigonus, Lysimachus, and Cassander had once fought side by side. Now, they turned their armies on each other. What was meant to be a regency for Alexander's heirs quickly became a battlefield for power. Territories were seized, treaties made and broken. The unity of the empire shattered as former friends became rivals. To cement their own power, some Diadochi eliminated Alexander's direct descendants. His wife Roxana and their son Alexander IV were murdered, likely under orders from Cassander. Philip III was also executed. The royal bloodline was wiped out. With no legitimate heirs left, the generals no longer had to pretend loyalty. The empire was officially up for grabs. What had been a single kingdom under one visionary leader splintered into separate dynasties, each claiming to uphold Alexander's legacy, while warring for their own gain. His dream of unity died with his family. By the late 3rd century BCE, 3 dominant Hellenistic kingdoms had emerged from the rubble. Ptolemy ruled Egypt, founding the Ptolemaic dynasty that lasted until Cleopatra. Seleucus controlled vast eastern territories, forming the Seleucid Empire. Antigonid rulers held onto parts of Macedonia and Greece. Though often at war, these kingdoms spread Greek culture, language, and ideas across Asia and Africa. Cities like Alexandria in Egypt became centers of science, art, and philosophy. Alexander's empire was gone, but Hellenism thrived. His vision of a blended East and West still echoed through these successor states. Despite political collapse, Alexander's influence reshaped the ancient world. Greek became the language of trade, diplomacy, and learning across 3 continents. Local cultures blended with Greek traditions, producing unique art, architecture, and religion. Buddhist statues in India took on Greek forms. Egyptian deities were given Hellenic names. The Hellenistic Age was born, a period of cultural cross-pollination sparked by one man's conquests. His generals ruled separately, but the ideas Alexander unleashed were unstoppable. Even Rome, centuries later, would borrow heavily from Hellenistic science, art, and warfare. As the successor kingdoms weakened through internal conflict, a new power grew in the West: Rome. One by one, the Romans defeated the Hellenistic states. Macedonia fell. The Seleucid Empire crumbled. Finally, Egypt was annexed after the death of Cleopatra in 30 BCE. Alexander's dream of empire had come full circle, absorbed into a new imperial order. Ironically, though Rome conquered Greece, it was deeply influenced by it. Roman generals read about Alexander. Roman emperors tried to imitate him. His empire was gone, but his legend had become immortal. Alexander the Great left no lasting dynasty, no capital that bore his rule, and no heir to follow him. But he left something far more powerful: a world forever changed. His conquests connected East and West, sparking a global exchange of culture, language, and ideas. His name became a symbol of ambition, brilliance, and flawed greatness. Every leader who dreamed big looked back to him. He didn't just carve borders, he carved legends. And though his empire shattered like glass, the ripples of his impact still shape the world we know today.